background, today I'll be reviewing One Piece Season 2, Episode 1 to 4. So, like, out of nowhere, yesterday I see Netflix quietly, they drop their Season 2 of One Piece. Like, I didn't see any advertise or nothing. Like, why they just dropped this out of nowhere? So, I don't know. So after watching season 2, like the first 4 episodes, I must say I was quite surprised because if you have seen One Piece season 1, so I'm gonna be honest here and say this because it's really hard to say. So when I first saw One Piece season 1, I was like, what is this? Especially this character Luffy. He's really this uber the top character that I have never seen. Also, he wants to be the greatest pirate ever. And when you first watch this series, you are, as an audience, you are like, do you even know what is pirate means? Because the way he acts like this is being pirate is the great thing. Which is at first, as an audience, you do feel a little bit weird, but as the show goes on, Luffy definitely he grows on audience. You definitely like him as a character because he's very interesting, innocent, and very kind. And so it took me a little bit time to get to this show, but once I was watching this show, I thought overall One Piece actually is but definitely is very entertaining show, and this show is based on a manga, like I think longest running manga, so that is very interesting, especially the history behind this show is like wow. For now, looks like Netflix has greenlit season 3. That's what I heard, so that is very interesting. That also means like Netflix believe in this show, so that's good. So what do I think about overall season 1 and 2? So season 1, I didn't have always honestly that much action. Like there will be action, then like they sit around and do stuff. But however, season 2, like I'm happy to tell you all, it has a lot of action. Like the first 4 episodes has tons of like action. Each episode, all these characters, they are going to this brand new island, and they're discovering brand new like the brand new characters they're meeting and brand new obstacle they're facing. I like this adventure aspect about this series, especially a lot of sword fight and everything. And main villain for this season is quite interesting, I must say. Because I just have seen 4 episodes, I don't know how overall it will play out. But once again, the great strength about this series is all the characters are really very entertaining. But the thing I don't like about this show, once again, I'm just being honest, that the costume for this show is really, it doesn't quite work, honestly, especially the genre. You're watching this pirate genre. It takes place, although I'm not sure about the time frame, but if I'm being honest, this costume all the character wear this series really sometimes takes the viewer out of this genre, which is a problem if you have never seen the manga or anything. When you're adapting anything, you don't have to adapt bit by bit. They could have given this character different costume, a little bit like, I don't know, like old age costume. All these people wearing like t-shirt like me and walking around, I feel weird. I just feel weird, honestly. That's the only thing about this series. I do like all this beautiful action set pieces. There, you can tell a lot of work went into behind this series. So I don't know why they didn't think about the costume. It really bothers me. It's just me. That means I do see a lot of people have this comment, because the Luffy, the monkey, he's really very over the top character. He's not that good at fighting, or I have not seen him to be. Like most of the time, he gets saved by Sanji, who is very interesting character, also very good looking. This guy, he can cook, he fights with his leg. and his grandfather, Grand Admiral. He's also very interesting. Over the top once again. Both of these characters, all of these characters are over the top, except her Nami and Zoro. She's like kind of like grounded, and also this guy, he's also grounded in this series. Rest of the character, most of them are really over the top, but still I like all of them because they are very, honestly, feel very genuine characters here. Like I do like them a lot. So this season they added brand new this character. Her name is Vivi. She's this princess, and I think when she got casted in this series, she got a lot of backlash. So I'm not seeing her like act a lot. So I'm not gonna comment on how she's doing. I think this actress, the reason she got cast in this series, she's from Bridgerton, a huge hit on Netflix. So that is why Netflix wanted her back in this show. So which is understandable. So once again, I thought this series is very entertaining, and especially I really like this pirate genre. It takes me back there. I like visiting to this world. That means that I don't know a lot of stuff still, this devil fruit, what it does to people. Looks like every time people eat it, they all get different power. That is interesting. That is really interesting. All the character in this series, honestly, that is what you like. Also, all the action scene, but sometimes it does get a little bit exaggerated, and over the top. And their dialogues are interesting. They're not always best, but that's not bad either. I don't know if this season 2 will be hit or not. But if you liked season 1, you should check out the season 2, because season 2 it has more action, more adventure. I'm really excited where the season is going, especially this like what is a grand line, their journey on. Each episode, they come to this island, and each island is so different, and all these people we meet on the island, they're all very, like, they always have different motive here. Like, that's really interesting. And once again, all this island and what are they about, they're like, wow, crazy. All this idea behind this show is really very creative, if I'm being honest. That's the word I should be using, creative ideas, honestly. Not the writer for the show. They are not the one who should be getting the credit for the show. Obviously, it is based on the manga people. They're the one who wrote this, so they should be getting the credit for this. So I like that. Like, each episode, they're going to this islands. They're facing brand new problem. Although Luffy is not always the best fighter, or like he's really over the top, these characters, he just says stuff randomly. You are like, whoa, bro, what are you saying? So I like that about him. That is what he's about. So this actor is really good in this, I must say. Sometimes he does get hate from, people who never watch the show. They watch it, they're like, whoa, this Luffy guy is really over the top, because he is. So this show is quite creative about this pirate genre. If you are a fan of pirate genre, it's really worth checking. If you're a fan of the manga, you have a different expectation, because you are here to see, live action version of it. Yeah, so my criticism is the costume. I don't mind the set pieces, but obviously sometimes the fight scene, all the their problem get resolved very easily sometimes, which is like, okay, because there is everything is building up to the grand fight, which I do understand. So I have to be patient and watch the last 4 episodes. And if enough people watch my video, maybe I'll make part 2. For now, I'm really enjoying season 2. It's really very good. Once again, if you like season 1, you will be happy with season 2, because it brought more action set pieces and everything. Yes, and that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this news? If you enjoyed my this review. Don't watch other reviews on other show. If you enjoy this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time. Please take